Slippery slopes is all about recognizing that the rate of change between any 2 points on a given line is the same, and we can use similar triangles to model that. Here's an example of what this looks like on the STAR test. So you can see here, students are using similar triangles to recognize that the slope of the line between D and F is the same as the slope of the line between G and I. So that is our goal for this lesson. On the very first slide here, or the second slide rather, you will see some options for day two. Day two in Carnegie is a little bit different, and we wanted to suggest some alternative practice activities, and you can see those here. They are also linked if you click here under day two. All of this is available. Day one, here's our objective, and here is our success criteria. As I said, we are looking at similar triangles and using those to explore slope. So going through the lesson, you'll see that there's a few spots where we have added some additional illustrations and some graphics. The page numbers are written in here. There's some little graphic clues in here for the students. There's also some color coding to draw attention to key words that the student should be looking at. So is the slope of the line positive or negative? Examine the slope between A and B. Create a right triangle. We're drawing attention to key vocabulary. Now, as usual, there are checks for understanding embedded directly in this lesson. This one utilizes Tabletop Tweet, where students make a short tweet or other social media post, just a pretend one to describe what they are learning. And their exit ticket today is also going to have them doing some explanation. They're going to have to explain why the slope between any 2 points on a line is always the same. The closure invites them to reflect on their understanding of the success criteria. Day two begins again with our objective and some success criteria here, slightly different than day one. And you'll notice that this day of the lesson has an assignment for students to complete, and they'll be looking at some practice problems. Now remember though, there are different options for day two as outlined on that first slide. And so that's something worth considering with your team. Would you want to use those options, or do you want to use the assignment that's embedded in these slides? Be sure to make a decision. There's a variety of problems from the skills practice directly included in this lesson slide for you, as well as Desmos Land the Plane. If you click on the little plane, it will open up the classroom activity in the teacher side of Desmos. Finally, as usual, we will end this lesson by reflecting on our understanding of the success criteria and with closure. So the closing activity for this lesson is 7 little words, in which students use exactly 7 words to summarize what they have learned in this lesson.